in British Columbia. Moving to New York once the insanity ends. I've known Ben forever. Went to Diamond Mountain, lived there for decades. So super excited to see this thing taking off with a different Sangha, because it was so amazing in the last Sangha. So I'm stoked.
Very cool. And then I'm going to skip over Ben and come back to him last, since he's our esteemed teacher. And we'll do Sarah Blackburn.
Hi, I'm Sarah Blackburn. I'm currently in Kentucky, and I was here last week, and I heard about this class from the Three Jewels.
Very cool.
Anything else? That's it. Yeah.
That's it. Stephen.
Hey, I'm Steven. Hi. I'm excited. I'm actually in Florida, but I live in New York, so I think I know everybody on here. Super excited that we're doing this because I love debating people in real life, and I can't wait to get better at it. And I'm not talking about for the use of getting more wisdom. I'm just talking about being right.
Jane.
Hi, I'm Jane. I was here last week. I heard about this through Tyler, and I'm in Brooklyn. And just an FYI, I lead a mini meditation at like 8:30-ish or something. So if I pop out and I'm in your group, I apologize, but I'll be back.
No worries. Michael and your cat.
Hey, I'm Michael McSwain. I'm calling in from the East Village. I am a teacher at Three Jewels. I was here last week. I guess I heard about this through the grapevine, the Three Jewels grapevine. And this is Jason, my cat. He's gonna probably just be a jerk to me in a moment.
Christina.
Wait. Michael.
Oh.
Can you reveal Jason's last name for the group?
Yeah, his full name is Jason Catpaw.
Jason Catpaw.
Jason.
I like it.
Yeah, that's his full name. Jason, do you want to come here? He's got some mental afflictions right now, but later he'll come up.
Christina.
All right, bear with me. I'm gonna try this out. I'm here because Tyler invited me. If Tyler invited me, then I must be here. And if I'm not here, it's because Tyler didn't invite me, and I'm in New York City.
Solid. And Rachel.
Oh, I was muted. Hi, I'm Rachel. I am also happy to be here. I like debating.
Where are you located? I was asking everybody where you're at.
Oh, I'm in the basement in Brooklyn next to my cat. That's all.
And then Hannibal.
Hey everyone, I'm Hannibal. I am in New York on Roosevelt Island. This is Zion. Say hi, Zion, or say hi, everyone. Hey, she said hi. And I learned about this, I think, through either Rachel or Supriya. Am I frozen? I might be frozen.
A little bit.
You can hear.
You can hear me?
I can hear you though. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited I was really appreciative of the reminder last week. I was here last week of why we're doing this. the whole, like, you know, because we're always reasoning everything. And that's what I want to keep remembering, because that's the only way you can really get out of the craziness.
Cool. And then the last but obviously not least is Ben, our teacher for this class. And I'm going to mute myself now and kind of turn it over to Ben.
Okay, guys, cool. Christina, did you say you were here last week? You were. Okay, cool. And Sarah Foley, you said you were, and everything. I don't know. Yeah, I think you said yes. I know you're muted, but I think you said yes.
Yes.
So I'm just deciding how hard I can pick on who I can pick on. And I'm going to be only slightly easier on Ilana and Sarah Cornswit, but not for long. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen, as one does. Share screen. That's true. Okay, here we go. And quick review. All right, let's take it from the top. Leah. Oh, you were not here last week, were you, Leah? No, I think you were not, right?
No,
I
was here.
Okay, fine. Stephen, you just happen to be next on my list here.
But I know the answer to that question.
Oh, great. Well, great. Stephen, sit tight.
The definition of a reason is anything you say is a reason.
Great. So I am an elephant because I'm blue. You're telling me that's a reason? Yes?
It's a reason, but it's not a very good reason because it doesn't hold the logic.
I like it. All right, great. All right, Stephen. Definition of a correct reason? Stephen, you have all the power. Are you there? I'll go on. I'll come back to you. Sarah Blackburn?
Hi.
Definition of correct?
Yeah, a correct reason is anything where the three relationships hold.
Wonderful. Awesome. Great. And hopefully those who weren't here last week are feeling slightly dissatisfied unless they've studied course 13, which at least 2 of them have, about the question of what on earth the 3 relationships are, but we did that, right? Okay, so we're gonna review that very quickly, okay? Awesome, Sarah. Stephen, are you still gone? We'll come back to you, it's okay. Tyler, 3 parts of a logical statement? No, you gotta unmute.
The subject of the statement. Oh, I'm blanking.
If I give me a 3-part statement and then give me the 3 parts of that statement. Blank is blank because it's blank.
Yeah, I'm a human because I have an opposable thumb.
Great. What's the first part of that is?
So it's the subject, the other part of the assertion. I'm just blanking on what that is.
The assertion, yeah. The subject is Tyler. The assertion is what?
The assertion that I am a human.
Mm-hmm. And the reason is?
And the reason that I have an opposable thumb, because I have an opposable thumb.
Awesome. Okay. Great. All right. Good. I'll buy it. Great. Okay. Nick, things just got gnarly, but you're the one who read Purdue, so it's no problem. I apologize on behalf of the University of Virginia that you tried to wade through that book. It's fine. It's a good book. It's a beautiful book. It's a painful read. We're going to do it hopefully the easy way. Nick, first of the 3 relationships?
The subject is the reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the subject is the reason. In the case of the three-part statement that Tyler just gave you?
I, or Tyler in this case, has an opposable thumb.
Okay, technically he said opposable thumbs, so if he only has one.
I is a being that has an opposable thumb, I guess it's more technically. Because it has to be a nominative thing.
Because I have opposable thumbs. So if he only had one, I would give him hell on that, right? But yeah, basically you got it, right? The first test is, if you were to ask it as a question form, does who?
Does Tyler.
Does Tyler what?
Does Tyler have an opposable thumb?
Does Tyler have opposable thumbs? He said it plural, you gotta say it plural.
Oh, okay.
You never know what trouble's gonna come up down the road if we don't say exactly the way Tyler said it. So yeah, great. Does it pass the first test? Does he have opposable thumbs? I've actually never met him in person.
Nor have I. He's just a floating head for me.
I can't tell for certain whether that was his thumb. He said he was near his parents. It could be them. That's just one. Okay. Here we go. Nick, I'll buy it. Good job. Okay, Earl. Second relationship, Earl. So again, right, the first relationship, everybody, the subject is the reason, okay? 1 is 3, okay? Tyler is a guy who's got opposable thumbs. 1 is 3. 3 is true of 1. 3, Tyler's got opposable thumbs, is a thing that's totally reasonable thing to say about the subject that happens to be Tyler. 3 is true of 1. 1 is 3. Tyler's a guy who's got opposable thumbs. Opposable thumbs. Guy's got them. That's true about Tyler. We can move on. Earl.
Let's see. What 3 is true of 2. So someone with opposable thumbs would be human.
Yeah, I want you to start start B. Start the second test with as an if statement to make your life easier. Right?
If someone has opposable thumbs, then they are necessarily human.
Yeah, right. If someone's got opposable thumbs, they've got to be human, right? So or you could say, right, the relationship technically is if something's 3, then it's 2, right? If something's 3, it's got to be 2. If something is the reason, it's got to be the assertion, okay? If something's got opposable thumbs, okay, then it's got to be a human being. Is that true? Do we all accept that?
I thought we didn't accept that.
Why not?
I thought there was some sort of weird animal that had opposable thumbs.
Okay, I'm open. Yeah, it's fine. Robots came up a lot last week for whatever reason. Stephen, are you still here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see. It doesn't gotta be you. Actually, it could be Tyler. It could be anyone. I apologize, Stephen. It doesn't have to be you. I know it's kind of Tyler's thing, but Tyler, if there's some critical, I can't look at chats at the same time. If a message comes through, I can't really see them at the same time that I'm sharing the screen. So if something, maybe,
someone said
maybe Tyler
like
or something. Like a monkey.
Rachel said like a monkey, and then Alana replied, "I don't think monkeys have opposable thumbs." But there are some monkeys that do have opposable thumbs.
Oof, I did not go to monkey school, so I'm gonna have to take your word on it.
Like chimpanzees.
Okay, cool.
Would you ever swap the statement to say if something, would it ever become if Tyler is?
No.
No, it must be if something, because it has to be that universal. Is that right? Okay.
Totally. Critically, totally, yes. Yeah, good. I'm so glad you asked. Yeah. Subject isn't a part of this particular test. And we already looked into Tyler, decided he had opposable thumbs, and now we're moving on with our life, okay? But we want to know, in general, do things with opposable thumbs happen to be human beings? I mean, I was thinking even a stuffed animal or a robot or you could have plenty of inanimate objects with opposable thumbs that don't necessarily have to be human beings. But it doesn't matter. What does matter, Jane, oh, I'm so glad you piped in. You happen to be next on my list. Good, looks like you're looking for notes. No, maybe. You're looking for a sandwich. C, third relationship. This is the hard one.
If something is not human,
yeah.
then it must not have opposable thumbs. So
Yeah, right. If something is not, right, basically, if something's not the assertion, okay, then it can't be the reason, okay? It must not be the reason, okay? If something's not a human being, okay, then it must not have opposable thumbs. Is that true? Oh, I want to believe you're all frozen, but I can see you moving.
Apparently not, because monkeys have thumbs.
Yeah, right. Seems like the same reason. Does anyone remember that amazing example Earl came up with last week of a three-part statement where B was right but C was wrong, where it passed B but didn't pass C?
No, it's impossible.
No one took notes of that? No one wrote it down? I'm sorry?
You said that you've never come across a statement or that, yeah, across a statement that where you found that to be true.
Yeah, great. They are equivalent. Good. Yeah, they're both included. We do them both anyway. Why do we do them both anyway? Oh man, Ilana, this is the one that you get out of. Christina, you were here last week, right? Do you remember why we do both? Even though they seem to be the inverse of each other, even though if they're both going to be true or they're both going to be false. Last one was a trick question. This one is too, but I'm asking you anyway. It's okay.
Complicate things.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the answer was on some level we're not quite sure, right? But they're both here, and we're not going to change it, okay? And my teacher gave me a B and a C, and my teacher's teacher gave him a B and a C, and the book has a B and a C in it, and Darn McCurdy had a B and a C, and I'm not going to be the turkey who drops the B or the C. So we can theorize it, and we can go on with it, and let me know, you know, right? Send me, you know, your whatever, your musings. We share your musing with your friends. Debate it, right? Why do we need both? It's a question I struggle with. But anyway, we're gonna go on. Okay, yay, class 2. Okay, this is the meat. Okay, this is not just the meat of this class. It's the meat of all of this. Okay, the 4 responses. The 4 responses are our baby. Okay, I don't know how this works in Zoom land, but typically this is where I would say len shi. I saw some lips move. Okay, great. Yeah, great. Yeah, len shi. Good, len shi. Right. Len means response. Shi means we got 4 of them. Okay. I am gonna ask you to learn some Tibetan in this class. Okay, how much Tibetan? Really 4 things. Okay, you don't even have to learn len shi. You don't have to remember that, but that's not one of the 4. Okay, I'm gonna give you 4. If you forget len shi and you think about them as the 4 responses, I'm a happy kid. But you gotta learn these 4 other ones. Okay, and that's what's gonna make you our super special debate ground heroes. Okay, and remember, for those of you who weren't here last week, remember if you weren't here last week, remember if you were here last week, and no, if you weren't here last week, like you are the debate spores. You were here for this first thing, and you're gonna have debate down right and correctly and sweetly and by your focused intention and knowledge, especially as regards these 4 responses. You are going to take care of everybody very sweetly by having these right, and everyone in your vicinity is going to magically get smarter because of your understanding of the 4 responses, and I thank you in advance for learning 4 and only 4 Tibetan phrases. 2 and 2, okay? They're gonna be 4, 2 and 2. 2 responses to an assertion, 2 responses to a reason. What was, here, that wasn't really fair what I did to you last time, Christina, so this time, what was Tyler's assertion, Christina? Do you remember? Your lips are moving. You have to unmute for a moment. I know, it's a hell of a thing. You don't usually have to do that in life. I know, it's understandable.
He's human because he has opposable thumbs. Opposable thumb.
Right. So if there's a subject, an assertion, and a reason, then what's the assertion?
Oh, sorry.
You got it? No.
He's human.
Tyler is human. Yeah, great. Tyler's human. That's the assertion. That's what he's trying to sell you. Okay? You got 2 things and only 2 things you can say to that, okay? And good job, by the way, right? Like one of the first main jobs of a debater, okay, is remembering what everyone said, okay? And that takes practice and you'll get good at it, especially if you have the high motivation that Stephen talked about earlier, which is wanting to win. You will remember what people said, because you'll want to use it against them later. You'll get really good at that. Okay, Jane, whatever's happening, be careful. The red lights, and they're coming to take you away. But we'll be here, there's a recording. Yeah, fine. Here we go, 2 responses. Okay, first one. Is Tyler a human? Yeah, Tyler's a human. Duh, okay, duh. All right, everyone say duh. It's kind of like duh, it's kind of like no duh, which we all said a lot in the 80s. It's been a little while since we said that. Many of you are not old enough to remember that we used to say this all the time in the 80s. It's probably a loan word from the Tibetan to the English. Duh. Duh means that's right. You're darn right. That's right. Tyler's a human. What of it? Okay. Typically, you should say it with attitude. You should be slightly obnoxious when you say duh. That's right. Yeah. So what? Okay. What if you don't agree that Tyler's a human? What if Tyler says, in fact, that he's a kumquat? All right. One would think that the answer would be no. I don't agree, Tyler, that you're a kumquat. But we don't say no on the debate ground. We say why. Oh, good. I can come back to Ilana. Okay. We didn't cover this last week, Ilana, so I can pick on you because it's new. Ilana, are you unmuted?
I am now.
Okay. Tell me one thing about you. Doesn't have to be of major consequence. One thing, one simple thing about you that I probably don't know.
I have 2 dogs.
Why?
Because they're cute.
Wonderful. That's it. Good. Okay. Did everyone hear what word she just said? She said because.
I said because, and you want a reason.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Exactly right. Okay. Well done. Thank you. I'll slip you the $20 I promised you later. Chi cheer. Everyone say chi cheer. Okay. Yeah. Chi cheer. And you hang a little bit. I could have put like 3 eyes next to the first chi, and I probably should have. Okay. So on the debate ground, to sound kind of boss, the way they say it is they say chi cheer. Okay. Chi cheer. Why in the hell would you say that? Why in the hell would you say you're a kumquat? And the next thing out of that person's mouth is going to be because. Okay? So no ends the conversation. Chi cheer, why the hell would you say that? Elicits a reason. And as we learned last week, reasons are the engine that runs debate. Okay? So we've got 2 responses to an assertion. Duh. Chi cheer. Okay, duh, chi cheer. Let's say, okay, Sarah Cornswet? Yeah? Are you here?
Yes.
Did I say your name anything close to correctly?
Yeah.
Cornswet.
Cornswet, yep.
Cornswet. That's better. Okay, Cornswet. My name is Ben. What do you have to say to me in Tibetan, please? You got two options. Great. I am an airplane.
Chi cheer.
I don't know why. I was just born that way. Okay, fine. You live in a house?
Duh.
You
Well.
live, well?
An apartment. It's an apartment.
No, man. I mean, I was kind of banking on that because, you know, most of you folks live in the big city. Do you want to reconsider your response? You live in a house, Sarah Cornuswit?
Wait, so you're asking me a question. Are you asserting that I live in a house, or you're asking me?
You live in a house. This is going well. This is just what I want you to struggle with, and you're about to give me the right answer. I can feel it.
Well, I have to choose between these two Tibetan words to respond?
Totally.
Teacher.
Great, cool. And that tells me you don't agree. You see, you don't have to say no. I know you want to say no, and we're forcing ourselves into the format of debate. It's okay. It's all going to work out in the wash, all right? I know it means you don't agree. You may or may not agree. You might think that you're not sure whether or not you agree, but you want to find out why I think you live in a house. Maybe I have some cockamamie reason, okay? Exactly right. You resisted the urge to say no. Boy, you wanted to say no. But you said teacher instead. And now we get to keep hanging out. And now we'll make it far enough into the debate ground evening that eventually someone will bring us tea and cookies because the debate didn't end when you said no. You're going to make me give you a reason. Well done. Cool. All right. So
Ben, I have a question. So on occasion, you'll run into situations in debate where it's unclear if you and the debater are using a word to mean the same thing. And it's unclear whether or not the answer is yes or why, not because you don't know what the answer is, but because you don't know what the other person is saying. And I'm curious how you're supposed to respond in that context.
You got two options, basically. I mean, maybe you have more options, okay? You are certainly allowed to ask, what do you mean by an apartment, okay? Or what do you mean by a house? What do you mean house, okay? What do you mean house? Okay, how about, let's see, I'm not answering your question. I'm not finished with your question, but I'm still gonna pick on, let's see. Well, what do you think? Tyler, do you know, they're like, sometimes they're like the Tibetan word for a debater.
I do not.
Does anyone?
Nope.
It's tsenipa. Okay, say tsenipa. Okay, tsenipa. Good. I should see lips moving. I don't have to hear you. I just see that you're giving it a go. Good. Tsenipa. Tseni means definition. Ba is like a, I don't know, it's like a nounalizer, nouninator, nouner, noun, makes noun things. So like nya is a fish and nyapa is like a fisherman. So tseni is a definition, okay? So a tsenipa is, I don't know, a definer, a definitioner, a definitionator. So yeah, you can say, what do you mean by house? Okay, what do you mean by house? And a good debater is ready to say, oh, that which is big and square and has a roof and people live in it. Okay, and then Sarah Cornuswit can decide whether or not she feels she lives in one of those. You're also allowed, if you want, you could just say Chichir. Why would you say that? And then you're going to start to get a sense. You see, I mean, the next thing's out of my mouth. When she says, Chichir, Ben, why would you say I live in a house? I might say, well, because it's, you know, it's big and it's square and it's got a roof on and people live in it, you know. And maybe she'll say, I don't know, maybe the debate will go on or not. So you can ask for clarification, or you can let it ride and see if it all comes clear through the process of debate. Okay? I can see your face, Tyler. You have to look dissatisfied.
Yeah, well, so the flip side of that question then, something I was kind of curious about is in Tibetan debate, when you say Chichir, it sounds like you are not actually implicitly saying no deliberately. Like not just in the sense that you're not actually saying the words no, but you're not even implying no. Is that correct or not? It's been a little bit unclear to me.
It's not correct.
Because it sounds
You're implying.
okay. You are
You're
implying
implying.
no?
You are
So that's
implying.
my question is, if you're implying no, but you are saying no to try to discover what the other person means, and then you discover that what the person means you actually did accept it, you've just made a mistake, technically.
No, don't think about it like that. Because I mean,
Mistake might not be the right word, but
no, it's definitely not the right word. Because there's so many in a debate. You know, the good debaters take all kinds of crazy positions. The reason Earl is one of the hardest people I know to debate with, okay, is because we'll have two options. He might take this position or this position, and I have a plan because I know that this would be too crazy for anyone to say, and I know what I'm going to say to him if he says this other thing. But Earl will say the crazy thing, and now I'm in trouble, right? I didn't know that he was going to try. Well, maybe I'm not human. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm not human. And I'm like, God. So now I have to prove to you that you're human. I wasn't expecting that you would say that. So you don't got to get too wrapped up in the point of cheat here is that it elicits clarification. You see, and I take positions against things that I believe sometimes, maybe because I feel it in my heart, but I just don't know if it's true or I don't know how to prove it. So I'm going to go to Earl, I'm going to argue against it. I'm going to say, this isn't true. And then to see if he can talk me out of it, right? So I'm going to say cheat here if I don't agree. I'm going to say cheat here if I'm not sure. I'm going to say cheat here if I want to make trouble. You see, there are a lot of great reasons to say cheat here, and it does imply, no, I didn't agree to that. But if you're not sure, then you don't agree. You see, you don't have a tsema of that. You don't have a pramana of that. You don't have a valid perception of that thing. You don't know it. And so you're saying cheat here. Well, why is that? Why would that be? Why do I live in a house? I don't feel like it's a house. Why would you say that? So a lot of great reasons to say cheat here. Feel okay for now? Cool. Okay. Cheat here. Cheat here. Cheat here. We have them. Okay. Whoops. Cheat here. Cheat here. Cheat here. Okay. Good. Two responses to a reason. Now it gets harder. Okay. Now these are connected to the three relationships, okay? So depending on which of the relationships works or which of the relationships don't work, okay? Remember we had three relationships. We had A, B, and C. One is 3. If something is 3, it's got to be 2. If something is not 2, it's got to be 3. Depending on which of these it succeeds or doesn't succeed, okay? We're going to say one of the next two responses. So if the reason fails to pass, test A, fails to pass. You could just say fails. You didn't have to say fails to pass, okay? If it fails, test A, all right, relationship A, then you're gonna say Damaru, okay? Say Damaru, okay? Damaru, yeah, Damaru, okay? Now, technically, okay? Technically, all right? Da means a reason, okay? Ma means isn't. Ma is a negator, a negativizer, okay? And droop means like established or exists, okay? Or is that way. So you could say technically it means like the reason is not established. If anyone just wrote that down, and I feel like I see Sarah Corniswick trying to write that down right now. Don't write that down. Okay, I don't want you to ever say to anyone, the reason is not established. Okay, we will have failed in some minor way together, not in a grand way. You're still a good person. Will have failed in some minor way together. If you ever say to someone, the reason is not established. Okay, that would be a real bummer. Okay, say Damadrup. That's great. Say Damadrup. What I want you to say, okay, henceforth and forever. All right, is you're going to say, Damadrup, Tyler doesn't have opposable thumbs. You see? Damadrup, Tyler doesn't have opposable thumbs. All right? So the translation of Damadrup is, subject isn't the reason. Okay? It's not true that the subject is the reason, right? It's not true that Tyler has opposable thumbs. That's how you translate Tamadru, okay? That's the way we have to translate Tamadru, all right? Hannibal, are you with me? I'll settle for.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a bunch of stuff. That's, but I can try.
You can try. I'll accept try. Okay. I want you to, if I say turkeys are blue because they fly, turkeys are blue because they fly, okay, then how would you translate the word Tamadru? Turkeys are blue because they fly.
Turkeys can't fly?
Well, yeah, turkeys don't fly, man. Tamadru, turkeys don't fly. That's a perfect, okay? Perfect translation of Tamadru, okay? Turkeys don't fly. Tamadru, turkeys don't fly. Now, as a debate ground warrior, okay, when you're on your debate ground, some people will have been to these classes and some people won't have been to these classes. So you're not going to say Tamadru or turkeys don't fly. You're going to say Tamadru, turkeys don't fly. Tamadru, turkeys don't fly, okay? And that way, you're making sure that they understand what Tamadru means. You're making sure that you know what Tamadru means. You're making sure that you know that they know that you know. Everyone's clear. Everyone's learning. Okay? Tamadru, turkeys don't fly. Great. So you will sometimes see Tamadru. Okay? If you look at the course 13 reading. Okay? I did an arguably naughty thing. Don't sue me. Okay? You see, it's going to be spelled in there as Tamadru. Okay? But you don't really hear the K, okay? I will just tell you, it's like a glottal stop, okay? Like, I grew up in Florida. Someone just said, maybe it was Stevens in Florida right now. In Florida, we don't say that we drive a truck. No one drives a truck in Florida. They drive a truck, all right? Everyone in Florida drives a truck, not a truck, okay? So don't say Tamadru, okay? Tamadru, okay? Tamadru, all right? Is how you'll hear it, okay? Tamadru, all right? It's fine, there's a K in the Tibetan, but they don't really pronounce it, okay? So don't get mad at me when you see in the course 13 reading that there's a K. It's there, but don't pronounce it. It just makes you stop in your throat. Tamadru, okay? So, responses to a reason. Now, what if the reason fails to pass test B or C? Okay, test B or C. And remember, if it fails one, it's going to fail the other. If it fails the other, it's going to fail the one. All right? Kyabamajun. Say Kyabamajun. Kyabamajun. Good. Kyabamajun in the way that you're never going to pronounce it. I'm watching your pen, Sarah Cornuswit. Don't write the words. The pervasion is not established or something. That goes for Nick too. You can take white out to poor Purdue's book, and don't do that. But there's no pervasion of the reason in the assertion, nor it's awful. Okay, no one's going to know what the hell you're talking about. Don't do that. Don't do that to people. The beauty of this debate system is it's contextual. You see. The words don't mean anything except in the context of what the person said, okay? So in the case of Tyler, okay, Kyabamajun means, okay, two things, okay? Get it? It means two things, all right? Two things, okay? One, I agree, okay? I agree, Tyler's got opposable thumbs, okay? I agree, Tyler's got opposable thumbs, okay? But just because something's got, the mere fact that something's got opposable thumbs doesn't mean that it's got to be human. Okay, that's what Kyabamajun means. Okay, so if I say Kyabamajun on the background, I'm going to say Kyabamajun. Yeah, I agree. Tyler's got opposable thumbs, but that doesn't make him human. You see? Yeah, I agree. Tyler's got opposable thumbs, but that doesn't make him human. You got it? So I'm going to, don't tell me you got it. I'm going to pick on Sarah Foley. Sarah Foley, are you with me? It's okay. We're still gonna be friends if you're not. We may not be if you never come back. All right. Sarah, I may try you again. In the meantime, I'll pick on Michael Catpaw. Mr. Catpaw?
Yes.
Father, right. Good, right. My name's Michael. My father is Mr. Catpaw. Michael, you there?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so horses are fast because they are brown. Horses are fast because they are brown. Can you translate Kyaba Majung for me? This is hard. You got stuck with a hard one.
Kyaba Mahjong, horses are brown, but that doesn't mean that that's why they're fast.
Yeah, you go with your first instinct. You had it. You don't got to say that that's why they're fast. That doesn't mean that they're fast. You had it. Perfect. Glorious. Amazing. Okay, here, I'm writing a gold star by your name. Right? Good. Yeah, horses are brown. That doesn't make them fast. Kyaba Mahjong, horses are brown. Doesn't make them fast. Great. Okay. You're going to say those pieces. You have to say all three of those pieces, right? The first of the three pieces you're going to say, right? The three things that you're going to say every time you say Kyaba Mahjong, right? Just like you said, are what first, Michael?
Kyaba Mahjong.
Yes. The second thing you're going to say is?
Horses are fat. Horses are brown.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Kyaba Mahjong. Horses are brown. But third thing you're going to say is?
But that doesn't make them fast.
Doesn't make them fast, dude. Doesn't make them fast, Ben. Rad. Okay, amazing. Here's a thing, okay? We spent a little time on introductions, and I think it was wonderful, and I think it was worth it, all right? We don't have as much time to go game out and make reasons, okay? We're gonna make more time for that next time. So I'm just gonna pick on people myself, all right? And we're just gonna, all right, so Rachel, you're next on my list. Are you here?
Here.
Cool. Elbows are flexible because they are loud. Elbows are flexible because they are loud. How would you say Dama droop to me?
Elbows are not loud.
Totally. Michael knows what you missed. You basically got it. But first, I just want you to always say the Tibetan first. Say the Tibetan and then the English, okay? Okay?
Oh, okay. Tama droop. Right? Yes.
Yes, Dama droop.
Okay.
And then...
Oh,
and then,
elbows aren't loud. Or elbows aren't necessarily loud.
No, ma'am. You're going to say Dama droop, elbows aren't loud, okay? Don't add necessarily. Necessarily is something else. Necessarily is going to confuse everybody. Necessarily is a translation of the word Kyaba, okay? And it's complicated, but it's not clear what it means. Kyaba is a weird word. Kyaba can mean to cover something, okay? Like my right hand is kyabaing my left hand, okay? So you see, does things that are flexible cover, does things that are loud cover things that are flexible, okay? Or is things that are flexible a bigger group than that, you see? So Kyaba means to cover something, it means necessarily, but we weren't doing Kyaba, we're doing Dama droop. So you got it again, give me again, okay? If I say to you, and you're gonna give me the first, okay, of the two responses to a reason, when I say to you, hey Rachel, elbows are flexible because they're loud, then you will say,
Tama droop, elbows aren't loud.
Yeah, Dama droop, elbows aren't loud. Dama droop, elbows aren't loud, okay? What if you were gonna say Kyaba Mahjong?
Just because elbows are loud doesn't mean that they're necessarily, what was the other thing?
I want you to give me three things, okay? You got three jobs. When I tell you, you're gonna give me the second response, okay? Elbows are flexible because they're loud. First, you're gonna give me the Tibetan.
Kyaba Mahjong.
Second, you're gonna say,
elbows might be loud, but it doesn't mean they're flexible.
don't give me this might be. You're hedging your bets, okay? In this case, okay, while you don't happen to agree, and I know you want to be a correct person, but we're just monkeying around here, okay? For the sake of, if you happen to say the words Kyaba Mahjong, which you would never be caught doing unless you were trying to pull some shenanigans, okay? You would say, yeah, they are loud. Yeah, elbows are loud, okay? But that doesn't make them, what again?
I'm sorry, I keep blanking out. I'm so slow today. What was the elbows are? Oh, but doesn't mean they're flexible?
Yeah, beautiful. You got it. Beautiful. If you're blinking out, it's fine. The on parts are doing all the lifting necessary. Right. Kyabamajung, yeah, elbows are allowed. Doesn't make them flexible. Oh, Sarah Foley, did you ever come back? You didn't come back. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm still gonna think. Leah, you promised to leave. You did leave, right? Okay, she did. Okay, Stephen. Let me check on the time. How are we doing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. If I say cars are green, what are you gonna say to me?
Duh.
Okay. If I say, and then what would I say next? Nothing. If he agrees, the debate's over. Okay. If I say cars are airplanes.
Tamadru.
Did I give you a reason?
No, you didn't give me a reason. So choose chair.
Ah, good. Cars are airplanes because they fly.
Tamadru. Cars don't fly.
Yeah, Tamadru, cars don't fly. No, cars do fly because they're machines.
Kyabamajun. Just because cars are machines doesn't mean all machines fly.
Yeah, don't get too fancy, okay? Yeah, basically right. Okay, Kyabamajun, sure. Okay, Kyabamajun, okay, is part one. Part two is sure, I agree that.
Cars are machines.
But that doesn't mean
They
that they fly. Okay? We gotta stop, all right? We'll be back. I will pick on you more next time. Beautiful. You guys are all tight as hell on this already. You know, it's usually people do much worse when you pick on them spontaneously. But I'm afraid that that you're doing very well. And I'm really excited. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for your Sangha. I'm excited for the world that there's going to be 15 super smart debate warriors who know what the hell they're talking about. We will build on this next time. We'll start quicker next time, even. So try to come on next time.
Don't we go till 9?
We go to 9. We got a half hour.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, good. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Thank you. That's such a relief. If you don't mind staying another half hour, if you have to leave because you wanted to leave anyway, and I got you excited that you were going to be able to leave, then feel free to leave. If you'd like to stay for an additional half hour that was originally scheduled, but you thought you didn't have to stay for, here's what we're going to do. Okay. Stephen, do you have the ability now that you are the Lord Commander of the... Oh, one more thing. Here, I was going to try a thing. Oh, Sarah, you're next on my list. Sarah Blackburn. Okay. Let me think. How does this go? Let's do one more example before we split into groups. Okay. Sarah, are you with me?
Yes. Hi.
Okay. Birds are airplanes.
Cheer.
And then the English.
Oh, why?
Beautiful. Birds are airplanes because they fly.
Kyabamajung. Birds can fly, but that doesn't mean because they can fly that they are airplanes.
Perfect, almost, right? Don't change do fly to can fly. Could get you in trouble in the future, okay?
Oh.
But basically right. Yeah, birds do fly. Yeah, they do fly. Doesn't make them airplanes, okay? How about this then, Sarah? No, birds are so airplanes because they have feathers.
Kyabamajung. just because birds have feathers doesn't mean that they can fly. No, doesn't mean that they have feathers. Just because they have feathers doesn't mean that they can fly. No, I got confused.
You don't think birds can fly?
No, I do think birds can fly. Some birds can fly. Okay,
But
wait, let
you
me
don't
try
think
again.
that
Did I
they
mess
are
up?
what?
Wait, what?
But you don't agree that they are what? What don't you like about me saying about birds?
You said that they were airplanes or something.
Yeah, right. Sure, birds have feathers, but that doesn't make them.
Airplanes.
Yeah, great. Okay, so that was the last one. We're gonna split up. All right. If we, Stephen, do we still have the ability to do breakout groups? Do you think you can we do that?
So I delegated that to Nicholas, I think, actually.
Yeah, I've
I
got
meant
the
to
power
say-
to do that. Yeah.
Nick is our Lord.
Nick is our Lord. Nick, can you do it?
Yeah, what size rooms would you like?
What? How many? We have 15 people. What do you think? 3 a pop?
So 5 rooms. Yeah.
We no longer have 3 people, 15 people maybe. Some people left. But yeah, something like that. I think that's reasonable. Let's try that. You're gonna try and come up with a correct reason, okay? Do your best to try and come up with a correct reason. You have the tests here, right? We did the tests before. Don't worry, I'll come back to this, right? These were the 3 relationships. Use the 3 relationships to come up with a correct reason about any stupid thing. Doesn't matter, don't take it too seriously. But then we're gonna come back. Don't worry, those 3 relationships are also built into this. They're in front of you even here. Go try your best. Take a screenshot if that's gonna go away when you go to your room. On a Mac, it's Command 4 or something? Command Shift 4. On a PC, I think that you have to actually get out your phone and take a picture of the screen. I'm sure that's not true. And great, go come up with a correct reason to the best of your ability. A subject, an assertion, and a reason. Try to make ones that pass the 3 tests. You have 5 to 10 minutes. Think it's 5. It might end up being 10. And Stephen, if you would. Yes, I accept the invitation. Okay. Oh man, let's see. Stop sharing. Where's my join breakout room? Join breakout room.
Crap.
Hello.
Steven.
All right, let me see if I can stop the breakout rooms. No, wait. Who? It's not me.
Well, that's very interesting.
It might be Tyler.
Hmm.
I'll text Tyler. I'll just text the whole group.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I think I screwed up.
I don't think it was you. It happens sometimes when I assign someone else a host and we do a breakout room, it just gets all wonky.
Yeah. Well, that looks...
Earl Bernie is the host. Ha.
We lost some people. Ben, you're still muted.
I think I ended it for all the rooms.
We lost a lot of good men out there.
Yeah, what happened? Where'd everybody go?
You're just slow.
They're probably arguing for one last minute before they accept their invitation to leave the breakout
I
room.
was not given an invitation. I was kicked out. I had no say.
All breakout rooms will end in 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were told the host is asking you to rejoin the main room.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we got everybody.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna reshare my sharing thing. Here we go. Great. Okay. Next on my list is Tyler. Tyler, who was in your group?
It was me and Tyler.
Okay. All right. Me is Ilana.
Yep.
Right. All right, you guys, let's see. I'm gonna pick on Tyler and Ilana, and then, okay. And then you guys, you have to nominate a spokesperson, Ilana and Tyler.
I'll go for it.
Okay. Nick, are you with us? You look like you're with us.
Yes.
Okay. So, Tyler, you're going to deliver your subject and assertion to Nick.
Okay, so we had a few. I'll pick one of them, which is Animal Crossing. The game is fun.
How do you feel about that, Nick?
Cheer.
So glad. You know, the greatest faux pas on the debate ground on some level is typically to say something not at all controversial. This is fine. We're just practicing here, right? But if I say something that doesn't elicit a cheer, then what? We all go home? You know, have some chutzpah, you know? I don't know how much chutzpah it is to necessarily say that Animal Crossing is fun, but great, it's fine. We're just practicing now anyway. These don't have to be too complicated. Tyler, what do you have to say to Nick?
Because when I play it, I can hang out with my friends.
Cool. Okay, so let's see where we are so far. Okay, Tyler said Animal Crossing's fun. Nick said cheer. Why in the hell would you say Animal Crossing is fun? Tyler said, well, Animal Crossing is fun because, again, Tyler?
When I play it, I can hang out with I hang out with my friends.
When I play it, I hang out with my friends. Okay? When I play it, I hang out with my friends.
There should be a can in there. I can hang out with my friends. I'm trying to be precise.
Yeah, fine. Okay, it happened. Okay, a thing just happened. All right. Earl, did it happen? Is this the moment? Is this the moment, Earl, for the rule of Evan?
He's saying yes. He's just said this in the chat, so he's indicating.
Okay. All right. Good.
Thing. He said, "Catch this. This is really important."
Oh, okay. Shows what he knows. Yeah. Okay. Rule of Evan. Okay. Rule of Evan. Evan's a friend of ours. Okay. We've named this rule after him. I don't even remember if it was his idea or not, but it will be forever remembered as his idea. It probably was his idea. He's a real egghead. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. It's a little complicated. Okay. You made your life a little bit complicated. Okay. I'm not going to put this in writing. I'm not going to write this somewhere. I'm just going to help you by telling you the rule of Evan. Okay. It's something like matching pronouns. You want to be careful that the subject of your reason is the same subject that your assertion had, okay? So in the assertion, we're talking about Animal Crossing. It's fun, okay? Animal Crossing, it's fun, all right? The reason, okay, is kind of that Tyler has fun when he plays it. So you see now the subject of the reason is kind of Tyler, right? It's no longer exactly, now we can make it fit, okay? And we're gonna do some finessing and we're gonna make it fit. We see what they were trying to say and we can get there, okay? But to make your life easier, the rule of Evan is something like, okay, and it's ethereal, okay? It's not written in the ancient books, it's not written in stone, it's not written in tablets. You have to get it in your heart somewhere. It's something like repeating the pronoun from the assertion, right? So Animal Crossing, it's fun because it's something that Tyler does with all his friends. Okay? Ducks they are blue because they're fast. Okay? Coffee cups, they're green because they're, okay? You see? Make sure that the assertion and the subject have the same, sorry, the assertion and the reason have the same subject, okay? And you do it kind of by matching the pronoun. Ducks are blue because they're, okay? Animal Crossing is fun because it's what, Tyler?
Because it's playable with friends.
God bless America. Okay, wonderful. All right, fine. So, Nick.
Kappa Mahjong. Animal Crossing is playable with friends, but just because something is playable with friends doesn't mean that it's fun.
God, yes. Wonderful. I'm the happiest man in the world. If you had decided that you were gonna say Damadrub, what would you have said instead, Nick?
Damadrub. Animal Crossing isn't playable with friends.
Yes, amazing. All right, cool. Earl, were you in a group? You were in a group. Who was in your group?
Who was in my group? That's a great question.
Thanks.
Michael was in my group and Sarah's in my group.
Okay. You guys want to nominate a spokesperson?
Yeah, I'll nominate Sarah. I can do that.
Okay.
I didn't say you have to accept, but you should accept.
Yeah, I accept.
Great. Okay, Sarah. I need, Jane, are you with us?
I am.
Good. Okay. Which Sarah? I can't see. I didn't see Sarah.
Me, Sarah Cornswit.
Cornswit. Great. Cool. Okay. Sarah, would you give a subject and assertion to Jane?
Yes. Jane, the bike behind me is not being ridden.
Cheer.
Cheer. Right. The bike behind me is not being ridden. Cheer. Why would you say that? Why would you say the bike behind me is not being ridden?
The bike is not being ridden because it's hanging on the wall.
The bike behind me is not. Okay, so we're just checking in. Okay. Sarah said, consider the bike behind me. It's not being ridden. Jane says, why in the hell, cheer? Why in the hell would you say that the bike behind you is not being ridden? Sarah Cornswit said, the bike behind me is not being ridden because it's hanging on the wall. Sarah Cornswit, what do you want to say?
Me?
What's that?
You mean Jane?
Jane, Kitty.
Damadrub. The bike isn't hanging on the wall.
Bike's not hanging on the wall. Yeah, Damadrub, the bike's not hanging on the wall. Is it? Is that your feeling about it? Or are you just practicing the Tibetan? I can't see. I don't know if it's hanging on the wall.
I can't see. I don't know if it's hanging on the wall.
Okay, for all we know it is. It may or may not be hanging on the wall. If you had chosen, I would give her the benefit of the doubt, but you're a tough customer. I mean, and we'll get there, okay? We'll get there as to what would be Sarah's job next. All right, if she just couldn't convince Jane that there was a bike hanging on her wall, then she would have to prove that, and we'll get there. We'll do that together, okay? It is in our game plan. In the meantime, Jane, what if you had chosen the other route? What would you have said?
Kiapa Mahjong. The bike is hanging on the wall, but that doesn't mean it isn't being ridden.
Yeah, fine. Right. We could even, you're laughing because you're imagining such a scenario, and maybe someone could even do it. But yeah, it's debatable. Anyway, cool. Okay, amazing. Okay, Jane, it looks like Ilana, we just had you, right? You were with, okay, so we'll pick on you with Tyler. Ilana, you were with Tyler, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go to Christina. This is getting a little confusing, but I think I can handle it. Let me make sure we're doing all right. Oh, we're not. Man, what a ripoff. This was your big moment to shine. But now, no, I seriously do have to stop. You got it. It's 7 o'clock for real this time. I mean, it was really 6:30 last time too, but now 7 o'clock is the important time when I promised to let you go, and we will play again next time. And all the things that I said about how excited I was about you to pep talk you on the way out, imagine how excited I am now after this extra half hour that we got to spend together. Amazing, badass. You guys are sharp as hell. I sincerely, I mean, yeah, see, clapping hands and everything. Someone showed me how to do that once, but I don't have to because I'm the one who's allowed to talk for now. So you can hear me clapping. Thank you guys so much for spending the time. I'm so excited for you. I'm so honored to get to be a part of this with you, and I will see you in a week.
Everyone, I just have a quick thing. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, which I created, but I didn't have everyone's contact, I am putting the link in the chat right now. So you can join the WhatsApp group that way, or just text me if that doesn't work, and I will put you in the WhatsApp that way.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, everybody.
One thing that I thought might be fun, just a random thing, is potentially using the WhatsApp group to practice. Like, just throw shit in there. Just when you're bored, just throw a thing in there and try to get people to respond to you. I think that could be fun.
Oh my God, I would be the happiest dude in the world if I saw that happening.
Rachel, put your correct reason in the WhatsApp and we'll tear it apart.
Yeah, what a great idea. Put your correct
Try to
reason.
tear it apart.
Okay, thanks guys.
All right, thank you so much, Ben.
Thanks so much, Ben. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Earl.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Ben. This was awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. See y'all next week.
Steve, can you just add me to the group?
Yep.